Good morning, weirdo. Oh, it is 27th, April 27th, 2025, Sunday morning. We're headed to a coffee shop. I'm driving off the lane here. This is great. So I found another coffee shop that we're going to check out. It's going to take us 11 minutes to get there. So yeah, there's all kinds of coffee shops in this town. So why not check them out? I like to find the ones that have outdoor seating. So yeah, that's where I try to tend to go to new ones like that. Hey, good morning. I can't really read your name while driving, sorry. But thanks for joining the name. Oh, we changed her name a little bit. Okay. How's your day so far, Istanbul? That's how I know you. I wouldn't be able to call you anything else. Anywho, it's a nice sunny morning. It's not cold. It's perfect temperature, 62. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius again, but it's a pleasant day. Can't listen to the radio. YouTube will get mad at me. What did I do yesterday? Not much of anything. I tried working on the truck again. I had to get a battery for it. Hung around the house and just chilled. Hung out with Robert. Today there is I'll be going live again later today. There is a retro video game conference thing going on. Not a conference. It's like I don't know what you would call it. But anyway, they're going to have a bunch of people in there, a bunch of vendors with all kinds of retro video game consoles and games and all little gadgets and stuff for it. So it's, people are selling stuff and buying stuff and trading things. So that's kind of be cool. Go check it out. Yeah, we are headed to a coffee shop called Sips Coffee Shop. I have to use a GPS to get there. I've never been there, so I'm multitasking big time today. I guess you would call it a conference. I don't know. But anyway, it's gonna be cool. I'm not into consoles anymore. Growing up, I had the Nintendo and all that good stuff. And it was the thing to have, everybody had to have one. I'm not playing arcade games, things like that. So it'll be just cool, kind of take a trip down memory lane and see what people have, all kind of stuff like that. Oh, Johnny, thanks for sharing. Oh, we got Epic Rainbow here as well. Morning, morning, morning. We're driving to the coffee shop. Isn't there a song like that? Take me to the... No, that's some kind of rap song. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of a headache this morning. I think I didn't drink enough water yesterday. Hopefully it'll go away and I'll be fine. Are you violating YouTube by reading the chat and driving a vehicle? I don't know. Are you going to turn me in? Somebody's after me already. Oh, it's all right. They don't get... I wish that guy myself would show up again. He really kept the conversation going. I mean, it was a bunch of BS, but... You had Mexican food yesterday? I just, I just made stuff at home. I didn't go out to eat yesterday. Oh, I went to the indoor gun range yesterday. That's what I did. First thing in the morning. Then I went back and I got the battery for the truck, and then I worked on the truck. Got mad at the truck. Anyway. It's all good. We got 6 more minutes to get there. The feds were after me, man. But they don't know that I got Johnny B on my side. Johnny B. Oh, I didn't sleep good, and I got a headache. What's going on, man? This is not good. I got a new hat. It says coffee. I got my coffee hat. There was a local guy that has his own coffee beans and stuff, and he had some merch. And this is one of the things that he had. It doesn't go all the way down like some of my other hats, but it's still a cool hat though. Got the coffee cap. All right, gotta get off here. Not far. 3 minutes. Dad energy through the roof. Hey, it's dad energy. Thanks a lot. You're so funny. I don't have any dad jokes though. Dang Sunday drivers, get out the way. I've never been to this side of town. Just passed a truck that had advertising on it that said luxury room rental, and it had this big trailer. It's a big trailer on the back of the hooked to this truck, and it's a luxury room rental. I mean, do they like bring a bunch of stuff into your house and make one of your rooms look luxurious, or they just kind of pull the trailer up and open the doors and you can step inside that room and have luxury? I have too many questions. There's some kind of little cafe or something there. Doesn't look open though. No, the truck wasn't luxurious, just a regular old truck. This is an odd way to get to where I'm going. It's got me going down through these neighborhoods and stuff. When I could have just taken the main road. I don't know. Google. Google knows everything. Is this it? That's a gas station. Oh, there it is. I just passed it. I wonder if I can do a U-turn here. No SIPs parking after 11 a.m. Damn. Well, we're here. I'm not wearing a hat, though. All right, let's go inside, get some coffee, get set up. And there's somebody sitting outside as well in the seating. And I'll be that weirdo talking to my camera all day. What we got here? Digital insects in your brain? I don't know how to solve that, buddy. Oh, a computer repair shop. I got music playing, of course. Check it out, guys. Pastries. Orange cranberry scone.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and get an ice. I'll start
Black coffee, and I would like to try one of these orange cranberry scones, and a cup, a glass of water or a bottle of water or something like that.
We have bottled water. It's for sale, and then our tap water is free.
I didn't see it.
Okay. Sweet. And my lemon. Is this the top one? On top?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my those.
Having around the front and seeing all this stuff.
It's okay. Carry all this. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. What you think of the barista? It's not soup. It's not soup, it's a scone. It's a pastry. I feel like I need to drink more water. That's why I got the bottled water at this time. Let the coffee cool down for a minute. My head is throbbing. I'm good, Ramesh. Soup sandwich. Terry, what's going on, man? I don't think I'm going to be a bunch of weirdo families staring at me today. Anywho, where was I? I don't know if I was anywhere. Soup sandwich. I haven't heard that in a long time. Check this out, guys. They got little pecans. Pretty good. My head is like, I got this headache right now. Yeah. I apologize. I took some ibuprofen before I left the house. And I got my water to try to hydrate myself. Yeah. I look like an Indian software engineer. Oh, congratulations, Wesley. 23 years. Kudos to you, my friend. I only lasted 16 in mine. '16, 23 years. That's wild. Yeah, congratulations. I had a good day yesterday. Like I said, I went to the gun range, cut the grass yesterday, worked on the truck yesterday, hung out with Robert, took him for a walk, and just chilled, just relaxed, you know. But like today, I think there's this event. It starts at noon. So after this, I'll go home, hang out with Robert a little bit. Then I'll probably go to that convention thing or whatever, and see all the retro gaming stuff. Take you guys along with me. This is really good. That's like a monumental feat, 23 years these days. I smell propane. You know, it has that rotten egg smell to it. Anyway, yeah, I'm totally out of sorts today. I apologize. with Aunt Blue. Take her out to dinner. Women don't want to go out to dinner anymore. It's like so cliche, you know. Ooh, taking me out to dinner. It's like people go out to eat so much, it's not a special thing anymore. Take her to McDonald's. You can pick any number you want, sweetie. But yeah, I think not many want to go out to eat. Like the whole dinner and a movie thing. It doesn't even really. Nobody wants to do that anymore. You gotta take them to a concert or something like that. That's good coffee. Well, don't you eat in the morning? Doesn't everybody? It's not just me. Ramesh laughs at the weirdest stuff. He's like, oh, look at Malcolm eating. He's always eating in the morning time. This is a happening little place too. Well, the price of groceries, yeah.
Time change means it's only like 7.
Right.
If we left today, we'd get there at 3. We tried to get 7.
Yeah, happy anniversary. Is that the right blue though? We got 2 blues. Which one's the right one? Gotta make sure we talk about the right one. Anyway, I'm starting to feel better. You guys can hear me okay? This is a decent one. I like it. I kind of like it better than the other one. They had all the tables out front where the people come to eat breakfast. Even though it's got more shade. So what's the secret to 23 years? Is there any? Everybody wants to ask, how did you do it? How did you do 23 years? What's your advice? People always say it's like, oh, it's just honesty and compassion. I think it's more tolerance. You know, sure you love each other or whatever, but I think a lot of it has to do with tolerance. You can tolerate Wesley screaming for a roll of toilet paper every day from the bathroom. Coffee's washing away my headache. Tolerance and sometimes I would say no shame. Yeah. That's my old lady right there, been with her 23 years. That's it, see? It's like, well, we've gone through all this, might as well stay together. That's it. Tolerance, and that's what it is. Putting up with each other. How many kids did you guys have anyway? Compromise and lots of patience. That's we get the true secret from Blue versus Wesley. That's right. You got two. I can't remember. Are they grown and moved out? I don't think I have an internet issue. I'm doing fine. Is my internet kind of choppy or something? Nobody else has said anything. Two boys. No girls. Are you upset that you never had a girl, Blue? Because it's the woman's fault. ask what was that king that kept killing his wives because they couldn't bear a boy child? And it's like, is it King Edward or King something other? Yeah. I don't think that'd be very sustainable way to Daddy, I'll make you happy, boys. When I hear stories about in the past like that, I think about the population wasn't as big. And you're just going around killing women because they can't bury a boy child. I mean, sure there are plenty of people around, but it wasn't like now where it wasn't 8 billion people. Guitar player sucks. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine if if you were the king and you were upset about that, you start killing these women. I don't think any women would be pretty scared to want to marry you if you're notorious for that. Maybe it's probably forced marriage, that too. Addie's just a bundle of joy and happiness, running around, laughing. She's, it's the boy that would. I don't know. Watching your videos, Liz, I would say the boy is more rambunctious and hard to handle than Addie. I don't know. I had 2 kids. They're both grown and gone now. They left the nest. Gone. You get the girls would be all obnoxious in your face and stuff like that, and the boys just want to lock themselves in the shower for an hour. There's your stretchy britches, Terry. Oh, you missed it. Those are super stretched. You had a girl, you'd have to. Well, yeah. You do treat girls differently. I wouldn't say better, but differently than boys. Boys, you just throw them out in the yard, let them play in the dirt. Now some girls like to do that same thing, but as they get older, you really don't have to. You're just more protective of your daughter than you would be your son. From a guy's perspective. What's going on? Did I miss something? You should make that should be your live stream, Liz. And you can start naming your live streams the chaotic kids or something like that. Am I missing comments? I didn't see Ramesh say anything about having a 3-year-old boy. YouTube's playing tricks on me. YouTube's playing tricks on me. Did you guys see the post? I'm going to start putting, I'm going to start doing like little 10, 15-second shorts Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. They'll be for members only. And I'll put some other stuff out too. Let's find out what's going on today in the world. You want to? Let's see what else is going on. No, I don't want to do that. Let's see. National Day today. National Gummy Bear Day. Oh, it's National Pet Parents Day. If you have a pet, today's your day. On National Prime Rib Day, Tell a Story Day, and National Babe Ruth Day. You may have to get on a regular computer. You have a dog named Bobby? I didn't know that, Ramesh. Gummy bears. There was a thing, I wonder if you can find it now on Amazon. You could buy a 5-pound bag of gummy bears, and for some reason, people were putting comments on there, and it kind of went viral. Everybody's putting these outrageous comments of what gummy bears do to you, as far as your digestive system and things like that go. Yeah, you got like let's see if I can find it. There you go. I gotta find the one that has all the comments. Let's see here. Come on, where's the reviews? Let's see all the reviews. Oh gosh. I don't know. I remember seeing it somewhere, but people were writing all these stories, like 2 or 3 paragraph reviews for gummy bears. It's got tons of reviews. This is probably it right here. With 46,000 reviews. Chewy, blah blah blah. Damn it, I'll never find it. It was quite hilarious though. Just Google gummy bear reviews. Gummy bear. Here we go. Everybody's just chatting away. Hey Ray, how's it going? Oh gosh. It's the sugar-free one. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like this huge story. It's like this. Gosh. I can't read the whole damn thing. I should post it. It's like a whole damn book. It's basically people saying the sugar-free gummy bears are sent from hell, and it makes them lose their job or fail a test or all this other stuff. And yeah, sweetest little demons. We were talking about Benadryl the other day. I'm telling you, that'll keep them calm down a little bit. I was talking to somebody about Benadryl. You never see advertisements for Benadryl anymore. You know why? It just sells itself. It's been around forever, and people buy it off the shelf left and right. They never have to advertise for it, and it's because a lot of people use it to put their kids to sleep at night. Not permanently, but yeah, melatonin gummies. Maybe I should try some of those. Liz already knows. See? Melatonin for Addie. I've tried melatonin. It doesn't work all the time. It works when it wants to sometimes. There's Skylene. Hey, Skylene. It's a science. Yeah. It's it's not a cough medicine. It's like an antihistamine type thing. So if you got, yeah, but it makes you drowsy, and it works great on kids. My former brother-in-law, his wife would give his kids Benadryl every single night to put them to sleep. And it was like we were over there one time hanging out, and it was like, "How do you get your kids to go to sleep so easy?" And she was like, "I give them Benadryl." And she just confessed, she's like, "It's no big deal. I do it all the time. I got a stack of it in the cabinet." It's like, damn. Rearranging the kitchen. You had coffee at 9 p.m. Every single night. Yeah. And she was bragging about it. It's like, she was proud of her solution. I'm not sure where she got the idea from. That was years and years. That was 20 years ago. Up till 2. Why don't you rearrange your kitchen? Now you won't be able to find the spatula or your can opener. It's Terry's cousin. Where is he? He's wearing all tights. That's what Terry would look like. He's got this stretchy shirt and the stretchy pants. He's proud of it too. Sit out here and people watch. Ray's party animal. He stays up all night long. Yeah, did you see that was your cousin, Terry. I was waiting for the woman to come around with her tights on. She was pushing 300 pounds and had leggings on. You're shopping. Yeah, I love people watching. Kind of makes me feel better about myself. Getting you tights. What's your favorite brand, Terry? Yeah, I smell it again. I got a cat. Oh, there you go, Liz. Lululemon's tights. Maybe they could. Maybe you can get hired as for sponsorship. You have to support them at different truck stops and stuff like that. If Terry starts a legging craze, trucker legging craze, then he'll go famous. He'll go viral. Oh, this is the guy with the double stroller. A different guy, though. Hold on. My trash flew off the table. Trying to use this post as a shade, block the sun from my eyes. Name the kid Simon. It's supposed to be a relaxing coffee shop. Anyway, what was I talking about? Terry's tights. That's what you just call them. Call them what we need 3 T's. Terry tights. Terry's terrific tights. Or Terry's tidy tights. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of noise going on over here. We got to start advertising Terry's brand. No leopard prints though. It'd have like racing stripes and stuff like that. What would be cool is the tights have something when you put them on and they stretch out, they reveal like a picture or a design, and when you're not wearing them, the picture and design kind of disappears. So depending on how big you are, more of the design would show. Does that make sense? Oh, Terry's tiny tights. That could work. And then you know how they have and we'll just use Terry's face as a logo with the beard and everything, and we'll have like a cartoon rendering of his face. Yep, put it top, back, center. Oh, Terry loves it. He loves the attention. He's a big boy. He can handle it. Tiny tushy tights. Tiny tushy tights. Yeah, there's Wi-Fi everywhere. I'm running off my cell phone signal, 5G. I don't have any issues with that. But I'm in a small city, so yeah, there's. It just doesn't work in some of these old buildings. You go inside, and the signal drops. But never have an issue with internet really, not anymore. Or cell phone signal or anything like that. Now Terry gets some dead zones, I'm sure. Nah, I don't have to walk out, find a hilltop, and raise my phone up into the sky. Like, I got a signal. Did you guys ever watch that show Lost? Yeah, we're blessed because we have internet. God looked at America and said, let them have internet. Everywhere at all times. You guys ever watch that show Lost? Had a bunch of seasons where the plane crashes on the island and they're trying to do whatever. I watched about 3 episodes of that and I stopped. They had that walkie-talkie and they were trying to find a signal so they can maybe send out a distress signal, let them know they're on the island or whatever. Want to save the battery. They're going on about fixing the radio, saving the battery, doing all this stuff, and then it picked up a signal from somewhere else, but it was like on repeat, and they calculated that thing's been playing for 16 years, and that's when I had to stop. I was like, you're freaking about your little battery in your radio, but somebody's had a signal on that same island for 16 years nonstop. So it's not like they brought this big solar panel and a battery pack and just set it on a hilltop and let it run for 16 years. I didn't bother anymore. I was like, that's it. I'm not following it anymore. I'm not watching it anymore. It doesn't make sense. they're grasping at straws here. I don't see the popularity of it. I didn't know it was going to have some kind of like a Jurassic Park type theme to it either. Yeah, it is. They try to figure. I was kind of following, I don't know. I got put off by the mystery dinosaur looking thing whenever it's running through the island. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time finding a good show to watch nowadays. I don't know what to watch. Doesn't look like a remake of something else or a spin-off or something like that. Look at that shirtless jogger. See, women should be able to jog topless as well. I think it's only right. No matter what they look like, they should be able to run around or walk around topless on a hot summer day. Doesn't matter if they're 500 pounds or 100 pounds. It's like, imagine if that really did happen. Imagine if that just started becoming the norm. Just women walking around topless all the time. But it wasn't just like the hot women on TV. It was like every single woman did it. And it was like commonplace. I think it would change people's minds in that. And like, I remember the good old days when they used to wear shirts. People would reconsider that. course, you have the old perverts probably love it no matter what. I did see that on a nudist beach, though, when I was in Romania and I saw that nudist beach. That's pretty much what they did. It didn't matter. Size, shape, height, dimensions. They didn't care. It was very odd to see. If you've never seen anything like that, and you have the opportunity to just stop by and check it out, stop by and check it out. You don't have to actually get on the beach. You can just, there's normally restaurants nearby or something like that. Have a beer and just appreciate clothing for a while. It'll change your mind. I promise you. Big old lady store. You guys want to check out people around me now? My headache's good though. I think I have to attribute it to this coffee. Tried octopus? No. Well, there's fried calamari. That's squid something. I have not tried octopus. No. Yeah, I've never had. It was, it was the one bra, the giant bra, and it came in a big old box. I was working at this one place, and or a few of us there, and this one employee, she would wear tights, and she was not. I mean, she was pretty heavy set, but she would wear them to work, and she would have she'd wear tights over something else, but through the tights, because they were stretched out so much, you could see the word pink underneath it from Victoria's Secret or something like that, right? And we kind of joked around a little bit behind her back, like kids or something, even though we're adults. And I was over there, I was like, it shouldn't say pink, it should say Lane Bryant. Oh man. There was a rap song too, or this rap group. It's a bunch of women singing about how their guys love their fupa. They were like heavy set women, and they were around this car. They weren't getting on the car. They were just kind of shuffling and dancing in front of the camera, singing a song about how their man loves their fupa. Just one bra. Oh, you got a bunch of stuff online. Let's see what you got. Oh, it's just one piece. What about the women who have like their favorite bra and they wear it all the time, and it gets pretty nasty because they don't want to wash it or something like that, or I don't know. They want to make it last as long as possible. Is that true, Blue? It'd be like me not changing my underwear for a week. They get the one bra and they just wear it forever. It's my favorite bra. And that's normally those who are more well endowed would have the one, maybe two bras they wear until they just fall apart. You don't wash them often, see? Oh my gosh. I never understood that. My ex would do the same thing. She had 2 or 3, and she wouldn't wash them hardly ever. Is it because they'll like fall apart faster or something like that? Do I wear bras? No, I don't. I don't have moobs. I don't understand that. You just roll with it. Isn't there? There's a company that will make you a custom fit bra. I can't remember the name of it. I remember hearing about it or something, seeing it online. But they'll take all the possible measurements you could take, and they'll custom make you a bra that fits you perfectly. And it probably costs like $100 or something like that. And it'll come in a big old box. Hey. The struggles women go through. Is that why they burn bras back in the 60s? Freedom! Not many people, there's only a couple people that will go bra-less. It's the young, toned girl, or the really old lady that's just given up. And they just let them swing. Let them bounce around. Somebody tried to make an argument that wearing a bra actually weakens the tissue and muscles in your chest to where if you don't, they can't. That's why they start sagging, because they've never had to hold themselves up. That makes sense. So, if you almost, as a young lady or whatever, didn't wear bras, or something like that, then your breasts would be more firm and stay in place better, because your body's had to sustain that. Does that make sense? You could sleep in them. Yep. I think the same thing applies to men, though, too. Because when you're young, you want to let everything hang down, relax. You wear boxers and stuff. And then when you get older, you have to wear something briefs because everything starts sagging. You're teabagging the toilet when you go to the bathroom and stuff. Can't go bras in public, though. Well, I'm not having kids anymore, so it doesn't matter. Tea bags. It's a running joke. Everything just, gravity takes over. That's again goes to my point that people are living too long. Their bodies weren't meant to live past 40. Everything starts falling apart. You put extra water in this toilet. Yeah. Yours are decorated, even better. We always ignore you, Terry, and then we make fun of you as well. And then you got the gender reconstruction where they're chopping them off. So if you were born a girl and then you decided to be a guy and you chopped off your boobs, could you go around shirtless then because you identify as a guy? I've seen these. The internet's so full of weird stuff, but oh, another thing, I was watching this movie last night too, and I'm just an old fuddy-duddy, I guess. Uh, I don't really understand the significance of drawn out sex scenes in movies when it really doesn't have anything to do with the plot. And it's just like, if I want to see that, I'll just go to the internet and look at that stuff. I don't need to watch a movie to see these two people make out and hump against a wall or something like that. Or, they got to throw somebody being gay in there. I just don't get it. I was watching this movie about the British spies trying to fool the Nazis in World War II, and it was based in the time frame was 1943, and they threw a scene in there for like 10 seconds of a guy grabbing another guy's junk, and they showed that it really didn't have anything to do with the movie. It didn't. He was talking to this other spy or something like that, and he was like, "You got to do me a favor," and he reaches down, and it's like, why? What? Why? I don't understand why. You have to throw something like that in every movie now? I don't get it. It didn't pertain to the movie at all. It was kind of like it's just out of left field. Just all of a sudden you're watching this, the intrigue and how they're trying to trick each other and they're spying on each other and doing all this stuff. And then they had this one little scene, about dead center of the movie. And it's kind of like, there was no point in it. There's no point in it. Anywho, I think we're having more fun talking about boobs. Let's go back to that. No, right? These conversations do that all the time. You get one little topic, well, it'll snowball. Well, it's got a little rooftop dining area on top of it. Huh. I do remember we were having I was in my early 20s. We're at this little cookout / party thing at somebody's house. And this one woman, she was talking about how she had a breast reduction, but they were still huge after the reduction. And she's like, "You want to see the scars?" So she just takes her shirt off and starts showing everybody her scars under her boobs. Like it's just nothing. And everybody was like, "Oh, wow." And of course, the women go up there at the time, these young, we were all in our early 20s. And one girl goes up there and touches it and was like, "Look at the scar." Oh, you can barely see it. And like lifts her boob. And then she just puts her shirt on and start playing games again. I think we were playing cards or something like that. It was so bizarre for me to witness that. I was just like, there you go. She was proud of it. Let it taste them. I missed out on a lot of opportunities when I was younger. I look back now, the woulda, shoulda, couldas, I could have walked up there and just grabbed one of them and like, "Oh, I think that works for you." Get you kicked out of the coffee shop. Nobody's listening to me. These people are not paying any attention to me right now. They're having their own conversations. They're not even looking and staring at me, which is kind of cool. I think the coffee shop's closer to the college. See a date soon? I don't know about that. I'm not actively looking or anything like that. I just want to chill, hang out, you know? Yeah, then we. Oh, you say that you'd always get kicked out of the coffee shop? Ma'am, you two have to leave. Customers are complaining. I've never been kicked out of a place before. But I'm not like playing loud music or being obnoxious or anything like that. I've never been kicked out of a place. I've been kicked out of work one time when I got laid off. But I got escorted out of, back in 2010 when I lost my job during the recession. I got escorted out of the building. But yeah, never been kicked out of anything before. Laptop taking a sun bath. Yeah, I closed it up. I'm not using it. I kind of like a prop so people weren't staring at me as much. I got my backpack and all my other stuff here with me too. I got just crap all sitting here. You got kicked out of an apartment once? Wow. What lease agreement were you breaking to get kicked out of an apartment? Ramesh only visits questionable places, so they're not going to kick him out. Oh, she cussed the lease lady out good. Oh, man. How long ago was that? Why was she cussing the landlord out? The lease lady, landlord. That's funny. I've wanted to cuss people out. I just don't have the guts to do it. Not in public, anyway. You have to go back and apologize. I want to apologize for my behavior earlier. Yeah. I washed my bra and it didn't fit right, so I was kind of pissed off. Didn't mean to take it all on you. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. It was a little uncomfortable. That's funny. Wow. Damn. Leaking down on your furniture and ruining it. That's crazy. We are in Athens, Georgia, at a coffee shop called Sips. And we're just chilling, hanging out. Ryan, thank you for joining us. Where are you from, Ryan? Utah. Cool. I don't think we've had anybody from Utah here. Are you Mormon? A lot of Mormons in Utah. Kennesaw is probably about 45-minute drive. Yeah. I'm just guessing. Probably 45 minutes. Gotta get a refill. Sips in the other side. There was a coffee shop that wasn't there one coffee shop that got the news because all the baristas wore bikinis. They're all young, attractive, tone women serving coffee in bikinis. Who's faded on the mountain? Oh, you guys are getting faded and stuff. It'll be another 15 years before I can do that. Unless they legalize it. If they legalize it, I'll try it. Weed. I'll try weed if they legalize it, but I can't risk losing my job. Oh, we got an interesting character now walking across the sidewalk. Tall guy. He's got a blanket wrapped around his shoulders. And he's carrying a Walmart bag of stuff. Let's see if he... There he is. I don't know why I'm people watching like this. This is so rude. He's just walking along. Got a blanket on him. It is not cold out here. They did legal vaccinations. Huh. We got some secret stories going on here, Wesley. I gotta go get a refill of my coffee. I'm gonna leave this sitting out here so you guys can people watch in my absence. Well, this place went from 5 stars down to 4 stars. Driving today. You're fine, Terry. We understand you. You don't have to explain, bro. I got another pastry though. They don't do reduced refills. They charge you for a whole nother cup. Even if you use the same cup, they charge you full price for another. And I'm getting straight black coffee. If I was getting some like mocha latte, frappy, something other, yeah. Well, I can't send you anything, Ramesh, because every time I send you something, it never makes it. Well, that's pretty good too. Yeah, can't even eat a coffee mug. They want to charge you $50 for a coffee mug after I mailed it. Laptop, they'd probably charge you $2,000 when you could just go buy them for that. We gotta do a GoFundMe for Ramesh. You broke 45 computers in one day? Terry, stop. We gotta put Terry in timeout again. There we go. 10-second timeout for Terry. I'm sure he will, Ramesh. Yeah, 10-second timeout for Terry. It's a small slap on the wrist. You gotta reel him back in every once in a while. He was talking about Liz. He's not in trouble, which kind of, like I said, got to reel him back in every once in a while. Terry wants to see Liz's tattoos. He's an inspector. Oh, piercings? Uh-oh. We gotta decipher these messages, find out what's going on. Nibble danglers. Nibble danglers. I used to think that looked hot, but I don't think it looks hot anymore. What about guys getting the piercings down there? What do they call that? It's got some stupid name. Prince Albert, there you go. Yep. Ew. Yeah, I wouldn't. That's no, thank you. Ramesh wants to be timed out as well. It catches the zippy. Yeah, I don't understand that either. Imagine going through airport security and having to be like, I got a little something down there. And then they have to take you in another room and you get late for your flight. It just wouldn't be worth it. So you're going to have to come to this room, explain what you got going on there. If you have the hot dog pierced, pee at 2 streams. Baby, I got this for you. I can't help I'm hitting the seat every damn time. I need to go pee outside. Yeah, oh my gosh. Liz is the bionic woman. Metal plates and screws and all kinds of stuff going on. But how do you? I mean, I guess if you did go through a metal detector and you were concealing something, you could you say it was just a titanium hip or something like that, and then you just be able to carry on a knife or something like that to some place that you're not supposed to. And you're like, yeah, I got the Prince Albert and a false hip. Oh, Ramesh is writing poetry for us now. Magnets. That's genius. That's genius. Oh man. That'd be a party. That'd be a party trick. Just hanging stuff off you. Got a spoon hanging from your chest because you got magnetic barbells. Look what I can do, guys. They are magnetic. Oh my gosh. No, they're not. No, they're not. They can't be. That's what I said. Gravity sucks. Nobody should live past 40. Everything starts sagging and drooping and falling apart, aches and pains and stuff. Did you get these big boxes too? A special delivery. It has to come COD. Pay for the shipping. Now we're back to talking about bras again. You would think by now they would make them where you can wash them after each use, as you should be able to. We got artificial intelligence. We got AI robots, shooting stuff into space and fiber optic cables across ocean floors, and we can't come up with a bra that can be washed daily. Bra things like they do for hats. A little button on top of the hat. Yeah, you should be able to. That's the thing. We got to figure that out, guys and gals. I'm on your side. We got to come up with a solution. Little birdie. Little birdie. Little birdie. Nope. They're looking for crumbs. A cage. Maybe. No, that probably wouldn't work either. Get like a liner that you could take out of the bra and wash it and let the bra do the work, but you'd have like this removable liner that you can take out and wash daily. There you go. There's your solution, ladies.
But like in a productive way, but like it was.
On the tabletops, Ramesh. I think Ramesh's mind would explode if he came to the United States for just a week. Be like hosting a foreign exchange student, but just for like a week. Let them see some stuff in the city and yeah. His mind would just go. Get a couple of drinks in Ramesh and let him just run around. Terry. Just finding out which directions. Would you be dancing like they do in the movies from India? What do they call it? Bollywood? Would you be dancing like they do in Bollywood? Kids like, I want to run in traffic. Let me run in traffic. Got another doggy.
Finish your donut? Oh, it was good. Yeah, so it was nice. It was good.
Bollywood stuff. Yeah, the songs and singing they put in the movies. I wonder if they sneak in that one gay scene in every movie just to be politically correct. We're not letting the kids play in the street. This little girl is like 2, and we're right on a busy street. I mean, there's a sidewalk and stuff. But the little girl is literally running into traffic right now, and the guy's just casually walking, catching up to her. I shit you not. He did not run. He didn't get excited. He just basically turned her around and made her walk back up to the building. Oh my gosh. The dad was just walking after this little girl, and the mom just totally oblivious. She's pregnant with another one. Oh, we gotta put Terry in timeout again. Hey, Mr. Postman, that's me. What's going on? Nothing. Time out Terry for 10 seconds again. Wesley can put him in timeout. He's a moderator. So they're letting the kid go again. Okay, she ran inside the building. She was literally like running towards that street. You said it, nothing going on? Well, I've had 2 pastries and I'm on my 2nd cup of coffee. Terry is the king. Terry's got all kinds of inappropriate stories. You know that Katy Perry and the other silicone girls went into space for like 10 seconds. I got a meme short I'm gonna do for that. It's gonna be pretty funny. I found a clip. I'm gonna green screen it and put me in the background and stuff. It's gonna be funny. Cool. Wesley's not Terry's only true friend. Terry's in prison work? Or you were in prison? I need more information, Liz. You worked with Terry's in prison. Were you a prison guard or were you like another prisoner? She was a guard? Okay. I was like, you got some massive feminine Terrys in jail. So the name Terry is synonymous with racy, inappropriate stories. Wow. never. I wanted to be in law enforcement growing up. I'm glad I never pursued that. I wouldn't be making enough money, and I'd probably be dead by now. So yeah. Write down his name. There was no his. Promise. Uh, well, Johnny was pooping and you're shitting, Wesley. So make sure you have TP before you go in. Eye opening. I bet it would be. I'm too forgiving. I'd be like, here's a cell phone. You're fine. You seem cool to me. They said you killed 2 people, but I don't know. I'd be like, okay, you can go talk to the other guy for a few minutes. I'd be the worst prison guard. Yeah, I have to. Time out Ramesh again. How did you get in prison work at 18 or 19? Damn. And what made you leave the prison guard life? Well, she worked at the prison. She wasn't in jail for crimes or anything, Ramesh. Wow. Doing security at a mall and then you helped catch a guy and then how you got into the prison work. I just see a tiny little 18-year-old Liz tackling some guy in a mall. Get down, damn it. Yeah. Either way, I don't want to be a guard or behind bars either, you know. Oh, because it was maximum security. It was a county facility. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. They probably named it a prison so they can get funding, probably. If they named it something different than just county jail. If they classified it as a prison, they probably got some funding. And a lot of these prisons now are just commercially ran. They're companies that build prisons, and the government pays these companies to house these guys. I mean, you have to follow different rules and regulations, sure, but it's a business now. It's not, they're not, some of them are not even government facilities. They're corporate-owned facilities built for that purpose. And then the state or the county or the federal government pays them. It's kind of wild. Holy crap. Little lady didn't pay her parking tickets. Oh my gosh.
And I wasn't parked illegally, I swear.
Gosh, they put her in jail for not paying parking tickets. Oh, did you see that one? There was one video that's kind of going viral right now. This young lady's in the car and she's screaming like she's on a death metal band. She's screaming at these cops and everything, and she's just cussing them out and yelling at them. They're like, "Ma'am, please step out of the car." ma'am, please. And then they ended up busting her window, tasing her, and dragging her out of the car. And then she started crying, "Why am I going to jail?" Prison work. They don't even They don't even put prisoners to work anymore, do they? Remember, like the old cliche, you're making license plates in prison or something like that. I don't even think they make them do that anymore. Something like forced labor, they can't make them actually do work or something like that. I don't know. I find that kind of odd. Some chain gang, yeah. Now I've seen community service. Some people invest, the jail police, maybe they're doing a little short thing. Part of their sentence was community service out there picking up trash on the side of the road or something. Wow, paying pennies. I just didn't think that it was as prevalent as it used to be, in a way, There was always that argument too that you can take the most lethal, dangerous prisoners, put them in uniform, and drop them off in other countries to help fight wars. Chain snatchers, they can choose to work. These people that like serial killers and all these other crazy, insane people that do horrible crimes, give them an option. So like, well, you can get in uniform and you can go to this other country and be on the front lines for a couple of years, survive, paid your debt. I like to kill, so set them out there, let them have fun at it, That's a missed opportunity, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that military straightens out everybody. There's plenty of people in the military who do jacked up shit all the time. And they kill fellow soldiers. Remember the one guy in Texas? He shot some people on one of the bases there. They ended up arresting him and whatnot. I can't remember if he got killed or not. But anyway, for the most part, military service straightens some people out. But not always. Send them over, let them fight. We're going to let you go in with SEAL Team 6. You're going to follow these guys, dropped out of a helicopter at night, and you'll be the person knocking on the door, busting the door in for the rest of the guys to get inside. Not too bad. But they do take criminals, like rehabilitate them and use them for the government, don't they? Like hackers and things like that. It's like, okay, you did all this computer stuff. Now you can come work for us, since you're so good at it. I think we had more fun talking about boobs. They did arrest him. Yeah, he's in jail forever. The Menendez brothers are still trying to get out.
Yeah.
Explain this. What happened? I hope it never happens. Oh, the Menendez brothers, they'll probably stay. Was the girl that killed her daughter in Florida? And she kept denying it. That was in the news for a while. I can't remember her name either. I'm horrible with names. I think Casey Anthony. That's it. Yep, Casey Anthony. There was a guy that was like on the street, and he was like, all right, I'm going to name these people, and you tell me if they're immigrant or a U.S. citizen, something like that. And he was naming all these people off, these famous people, and he'd be like, immigrant. And then the people who are actually in the United States, he'd say horrible people that did horrible crimes, like Timothy McVeigh and all this other stuff, Charles Manson, and it was every time it was somebody from the States, it was like a notorious criminal of some kind.
I'll see you.
There's your leggings. More leggings. Yeah, she's garbage too. Well, you know, it goes to say though, and some people, I don't know if you can argue this differently or not, but it's always like a little white kid that goes missing or dies that hits the news. It's never a little black kid or something like that. Or almost never is, I should say. Just kind of jacked up. Why? Why is that? And then you got that. What about the kid got stabbed to death on a track at the track meet or something like that, and a kid got killed and died in his brother's arms or something like that. I know too much. That's why. Why do you say that, Wesley? That's why that's my favorite Bible verse is Ecclesiastes 1:18. With more knowledge comes more sorrow. Yeah, I'm kind of pessimistic against the whole world right now. I have been for quite a while. But the flip on that though is that people got mad because the kid got released from jail on bond. And then they did like this GoFundMe thing for him, and they raised like $500,000 for this kid. And the kid that did the stabbing, like bought a brand new car and a house, and he's like, you know, going viral on the internet. And then the mom was like, she was on some news press thing or whatever, complaining about how she couldn't get the money that was donated to her. Yeah. There is something interesting about that though. And I'm not trying to make light of it or anything like that, but I'm just saying. Malcolm X had, I've watched some videos on him, very interesting guy. But he was on this interview one time, and he was talking about the oppression of black people in America, and that all black people in America need to stand together and unite for each other. That's the only way they're going to be able to overcome these not atrocities, but the bias and well, I guess it could be atrocities and hatred. And then you can see it. Hold on, so I'm reading Terry's thing. Yeah. Yeah, people are fucked up in the head. But anyway, that story of Malcolm X, that little interview, was like a 1 minute clip. And it really makes sense to this day because the black community, if something happens to one of them, they instantly all unite. And, you know, sometimes they do other things like looting or whatever, but they do unite as a group nationwide. George Floyd, he died. If he was on drugs or had a history, it didn't matter. The whole country, I would say 99% of all black people in America united behind George Floyd. And they do that with either if it's good or bad. They really unite and back that person up. And that's proof for that kid who did the GoFundMe got $500,000 donated. They didn't care about whatever the story was behind it. But they definitely backed him up. And they united behind him. And, I don't know. It's just like, it's a kind of a double standard in a way. I don't know. We're supposed to keep these conversations lighthearted. Get me thinking too much. Get me thinking too much. Oh yeah. There's your genocide right there. The Native Americans. That was straight up genocide of a people and a nation, almost completely wiped out, so they can have the land. Had they not agreed to live on, what do they call them? Reserves, Indian reservations or whatever, they would have been completely wiped out. They finally they had to surrender and live on reservations because they're almost completely wiped out. They had no choice. Oh yeah. Grandpa fought over. Yeah. Well, I think this is another little thing I had kind of pondered in my mind. Throughout history, there have been slaves. White people, black people, different ethnic groups and religions and so forth. All through history, there's been people enslaved for one reason or another. And I think it's in the Bible about slaveries and servants. It's in human nature to be able to control another living creature. And today, we use animals as slaves. We have this innate urge to control something. Now, if you're a farmer, you got cattle, you got livestock, that's that. But if you're just like me, Robert is my pet slave. If I let him off the leash in my front yard, he would take off. I'm keeping him against his will. Now, do I take care of him? Yes, I take care of him. I feed him and I groom him and play with him and things like that. Give him treats, make sure he has his shots and all that kind of stuff like that. But he's basically enslaved at my house. It's a twisted way to look at it, but it is. All these people with pets are basically enslaving animals. And if you see a stray cat or dog, people freak out. It's like, why isn't that animal being controlled? Even if you're not a pet owner, you see a dog prancing down the street with no collar, you start calling the authorities. Why isn't that animal being, enslaved in a fenced-in yard or on a leash or trapped in a house? How dare that animal run free? Does that make sense? Or is that too twisted? Slaves to, yep. Coffee, addictions. I'm talking about like living creatures. People who have fish tanks and they have a bird in a cage, or they have a cat, dog, a guinea pig, a hamster, a snake, whatever. All these animals that would normally be free in the wild, we control them because we have this innate desire to have control over something. Free the whales. Yeah, those whales what's it, the park in Florida where they had the killer whales doing tricks and they ended up killing trainers. It's like, put them back out in the wild. We think it's normal, right? You wouldn't dare walk up to, like me right now, if I saw a toddler by itself walking down the sidewalk, I would not run up. I would be calling the authorities and try to find its home, but I'd be so careful because here's somebody's kid, just wandering around. It's wrong. But if it was a cat or a dog, if I could snatch it, put it under my arm, and take it to the pound, I wouldn't hesitate. And a lot of people are that way. And then we get excited about seeing something in the wild. It's so odd. If you live in a town, if you see a deer, you're like, ooh, look at the deer. The animal running free, It's, I don't know, it's twisted. It's just one of my things I think about. We are all slave owners. If you're a pet owner, you're a slave owner. If you can't walk out in your front yard with your pet by your side and no leash or collar or tracking device, you're enslaving the animal. So, Yep. And then you can go buy your slave animal from the shelter, or you can get you a purebred slave animal if you want to have a particular kind. Yep. The chat really slowed down when I started talking about that. The chat was rocking when we were talking about bras and boobs and all that other stuff. Start getting deep thoughts, and this coffee is churning through my mind now. I'm actually awake. Yeah. You put these, you flush these animals out of their habitat to make subdivisions and factories, things like that. There was they built a caterpillar plant, not the bug, the big equipment for Amish. I had to say that. They built one here somewhere in the Athens area. When they did that, they cleared this huge swath of land out so they could build the factory. When they did that, they displaced so many animals that Athens has their own little interstate type road around. They call it the Loop. Goes around Athens, helps you get around quicker. These deer were getting hit all the time because they had nowhere else to go. They were trying to find, somebody. This was like 6-7 years ago. Some college students would go around and stop at all these dead animals on the side of the road and tie balloons to their feet or something like that. It had said "Get well soon," and they had a Facebook page. Oh, that's so messed up. They would go around with a car full of balloons and tie them on dead animals, saying "Get well soon," best wishes, things like that. I think their Facebook page finally got taken down, but I'm not getting a pool. I'll never own a pool unless I'm like a multi-millionaire and somebody can come take care of it for me. I'll never own a pool. It's a total waste of money. It's easier to take care of Robert than it is a swimming pool. Good times, good times. Now he can be your pool boy, Terry, if you want. He can wear spandex for you. He can wear the Terry's tidy tights. Oh, I got it messed up.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do a small latte and one of those strawberry rhubarb scones, please.
And Liz could do a foster program. Ramesh can be a babysitter. Foreign exchange program. All he needs is a place to stay and food to eat. Well, I'm gonna get off here, guys. It's almost 2 hours. Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry I was a little peaked. I was not myself first thing in the morning, but my headache's gone now, and I'm feeling a little bit better. So I'll be back on later today with the they don't want to put their 2 cents worth in. They're just letting us play in the background, Terry. Oh, yeah. People don't. Some of those truths like that, people get quiet about. That's fine. It's just my thoughts throwing out there randomly. All right. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna sign out, and then I'll be back on later today if I go to that retro game conference thingy, and let you guys see that for about an hour or something like that. Depending on how big it is. But have a great day, guys. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. if I don't see you this afternoon. Have a great day, guys.